Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is William Michael Forbes. I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and an intuitive life coach. I want to welcome you to Supernatural Saturday. Today we'll be doing a little Q&A and a meditation on your soul awakened. You know, we have had so many things happening over the last 15 days, and I believe it was 2 weeks ago, they said there'd be a lot of changes happening in the next 3 weeks. And we've certainly seen some huge changes socially, politically, economically, for everybody on this planet. You know, we've gotten to see our animosity and our anger revealed for us to give humanity a chance to actually heal this. You know, it's an amazing thing. And if we look back over the week, which we're going to do in a moment, it's going to be pretty amazing when you see the sequence of events that have been set up for us to get to today, and then the sequence of events that this is setting up for what's going to be coming in the next few weeks as well. You'll understand the value and the importance of why this is called your soul awakened, because it really is about your soul being awakened. We are so entrapped for so many centuries, so many millennium, in this belief of mind-body, that we have been restricted from articulating our full capabilities as a species and as individuals. And the goal of this work is to liberate us from that. And the guides and angels that we are all in connection with, whether we're conscious of that fact or not, are here to support us in that process. So it's really important to learn to connect to them. I've got a few beings with me today. One of them is my guardian angel John, Master Jesus, Archangel Michael's here, and I got this being. I don't know who they are, but they're back here as well. But let's talk about your soul awakened. Let's talk about the last few days of what's actually happened through Shortcuts to the Soul, which is preparing us for what this meditation is today. On Monday, we covered the concept of know thyself. Which one? You know, the body. Are you your body? Are you your mind? Are you your thoughts? Are you your emotions? Who are you? The first day of last week was about becoming aware that you have a body, but it's not who you are. Becoming aware that you have thoughts, but they're not who you are. Becoming aware that you have emotions that are energy that you use to create conditions in your life. And then this self that is you, this awareness that you are, which we call the soul, the awareness, the observer. Many schools call it different things: the higher self, the big C, the big S, the soul, spirit, whatever name you want to give to it that works for you resonating with your understanding of how you experience yourself as an awareness is what's really important here. On the second day of this week, we got into liberating ourselves from suffering, the process of liberating ourselves from suffering. You can't liberate yourself from suffering until you're aware of it, for starters. And if you're identified with body mind, then you're going to be stuck in your past. And your past is, a lot of our past are based in suffering, or based on a future suffering, based on a past suffering. So liberating yourself from suffering was really about identifying where inside you do you suffer. Where do we as a species suffer? We can certainly see the suffering outpictured in the world that's happening within all of us. We all participate in this. We're not separate from this process. And so liberating yourself from suffering means you are able to transform or transcend emotional conditions inside your consciousness, whether those emotional conditions are triggered by an outside event or not. If you are experiencing an emotion, even if an event outside there is triggered, it is your emotion. That person, that event did not make you feel that way. That is your reaction internally, an emotion you already have in here that's in resonance with that experience. In other words, you got a connection to that person who's suffering out there because you've suffered. Or you've got a connection to that person's anger out there because you've got anger inside you. We have this connection, positively and negatively, with each other. And being able to liberate yourself from that process will give you the opportunity to have more compassion and understanding about the pain the other people are in, the anger that people must have, and the pain they're in order to afflict suffering on other people. In order to inflict suffering, there has to be suffering going on within us. And in order to give love, there has to be love going on within us. And when you can liberate yourself from suffering, you move out of fear into a paradigm of love, into an expression of love, to a higher self-expression. On the third day of the week, we got in the process called restoring peace. How to restore peace in your conscious awareness. And it's a very exciting process, and it's actually very simple. Learning to breathe and relax your body and get your body still and your mind quiet, and learning to liberate yourself from the noise of your mind and the noise of the world, so that you can actually be that which you are, in the bliss of being aware that you are aware. In a state of peace, you are aware that you are aware, but you're not attached, but you are aware. I'm aware of the screen in front of me. I'm aware of the sound of a computer fan. I'm aware of the sound of the refrigerator running in the other room. I'm aware of the sunlight. And we can be aware of all these things, but be focused and clear and at peace and in harmony with who we are, without being distracted by the events going on around us. And when you can restore yourself to a state of peace, again, you're going to think clearer, you're going to function better, and you're going to be more aware, more alert, and able to handle things. On Thursday, we covered letting go of the past. Letting go of the past. And the only way one can let go of the past is by being in the present moment. Being here and now, deliberately and consciously, without letting your attention get distracted by what you remember or things that will trigger things that you remember. When an example being the gentleman who got pushed over in Buffalo, the elderly gentleman that got pushed over by the police officers and hurt him, injured his body. My first internal reaction was my connection to past suffering from when I had been physically manhandled by people in the past as a young child. And I was reminded that I still have some of that suffering in me, and that reminded me of that which was inside me. And so I had the opportunity then to not only to identify that suffering in myself, to then heal it with me, and then to extend the love that I wanted to give to myself to those beings, those police officers, that man lying on his back, to extend love as a vibration to the whole situation, which means I'm connecting to myself in a greater expression of love. And it's important to be able to do that. Because the minute you start letting go of the past, you can be in the present, and the present does not have a past. The present is where you can experience and create a whole new life, a whole new world, a whole new expression of your being. And then on Friday, we covered the concept of organizing matter, which is, again, really important. When you think a thought, you send electrons, electrical impulses to the brain. Those electrical impulses, those movements of electrical information, those chemicals that go through your brain, are comprised of millions upon millions upon millions upon millions of atoms. When you think a thought, you're literally moving trillions, if not quintillions of particles of energy through your system. When you think a thought, open, close your hand, you're moving literally quintillions of molecules with just that. Quintillions. It's an unfathomable number to most people. But we do that with a thought, with an action, with a word, with a breath. You're moving amounts of energy that are incredible. And when you understand that concept of organizing matter, then the way in which you organize matter will cause conditions in the physical world to be your experience. So if you're organizing matter in the form of fear in your mind, you're afraid or you're anxious, then your body, the organization of matter in your body will represent that fear, or represent that anger, or represent that guilt or that shame. Whatever the emotion is, it's going to organize your experience. So as you learn to get yourself aligned to a vibration of love, you move into a position where you can organize matter from a perspective of the frequency of love as opposed to a frequency of fear. And the meditation today, which is what we're going to get into, is about awakening, your soul being awakened. And your soul awakened means that you are aware that you are the body. You can direct it, but you can also make it go still and quiet. You become aware that, yes, there are thoughts in your mind, but you can actually have your attention come away from those thoughts and move to a place of stillness inside yourself. That you can move your awareness to the myriad of distractions out there. You can be aware of them, but still be in a state of inner peace. You're aware of, but not connected or attached to them, for the purpose of establishing a vibration of being that which you are in the present moment, which is pure awareness. And this awareness that you are is connected to an infinite source of consciousness that embraces all things, but is attached to none simultaneously. It's almost paradoxical, but it's actually quite organically natural that an omniscient intelligence would be able to be everywhere at all points of time and space. So when we get into the meditation today, we're going to be getting into being the awareness that you are as a soul, being able to drop away your attachment to the body for a few minutes, being able to drop away your attachment to the thoughts, the memories, the emotions, the concerns you have for the future, to bring yourself into this present moment deliberately and intelligently without distraction. Now, when you become more aware of what you are, your awareness expands and increases. You begin to become have a broader awareness, but you are able to have that broader awareness without being distracted. And again, as you experience that process from within your own awareness, you'll understand it. It's difficult for us to communicate to you what you need to know from your own innate awareness of self. But it is our hope that from today that you will get a sense of the peace, of the flavor of your unity, the flavor of your expanded self that is without limit with regard to time and space. So we are going to start the meditation shortly. They said it had to be started by 20 after, so I'm going to monitor the time very carefully here. Let's see here. So we're doing very, very, very good. Good. So let's go up here. We're going to take a few questions about the meditation. So what we're going to do is when we begin the meditation process, we're going to do some breathing, slow, deep breathing to increase your awareness of your breath, to increase your awareness of tension in the body and how you release that tension from your body. Because remember, in order to move into a state of peace, you don't want competing energies. You want to kind of be what the Buddha calls the middle path, where it's a place between the tension of your breath being held in and the release of your body being completely relaxed. And there's a place in the middle of that where you can observe both and be not caught up in either. And you want to train your body into being what it needs to be, but not be distracted or caught up in its processes as you expand your awareness. Secondarily, we're going to get you to the place where your mind can begin to become still and quiet, where you become the still observer of your thoughts, and then be willing to release them and just become aware of being aware. And as you, one of the ways we'll do that is we're going to have you move your awareness into an expanded state of consciousness. In other words, we're going to have you imagine your awareness being able to encompass as much space that your consciousness as an awareness you can conceive of. So you could reach your awareness out as far into space, the space between all the planets and stars and galaxies, to reach your awareness out, to fill the space between all the stars, the planets, the galaxies, to expand your awareness into that space. And in that space of expandedness, we're just going to sit and rest our awareness for a few minutes to experience the experience of being an expanded awareness in infinite space, or as far as you're willing to allow your consciousness to expand. And then we'll bring you back to this present moment again, into the physical body you're in, and allow you to integrate. We will offer some suggestions up of what you might want to bring back with you: more love, more joy from that infinite space, to bring love, to bring joy back into the body and mind, and then to extend that love, that joy, that peace, that hope, that excitement, whatever emotional energy you want to choose, bring it back with you and put it into the body so the body feels it. Remember, when you want to change a state in your consciousness, you got to bring it in. You got to train the body into the new state. You got to teach it how it feels, how it moves when it's in bliss, how it is when it's excited. You got to train the body to be that which you need it to be, so it supports the new energy that you're going to bring in from this particular meditation. Now, if there's any questions or concerns about this, we can address them before we start the meditation. They're all holding light for us right now. Yes, all the beings that are with us right now are holding what they call it light, but it's a vibration that you can call love. But they're holding light for us so that we will all, in our own way, be able to reach the level that we're able to allow ourselves to go to. Because you have to allow yourself. You have to be willing to allow yourself to become unattached from the body, not separate from it, but unattached to it. Allow yourself to become unattached to your thoughts and your emotions, but be aware. And that state automatically expands you. The minute you lose your attachment to the body, not the awareness of the body, the attachment to it, your awareness begins to expand. The minute you lose your attachment to the thoughts, the memories, the possibilities of the future, what you need to do next, the minute you release your attachment as an awareness to those things, your awareness will expand, right? And the more you release your attachment to being limited to this physical space that you're in right now, and you expand your awareness out into space, you become expanded in awareness. It's just what happens when you expand your awareness. Even right now, if you become aware of the space surrounding your body, you'll feel that there's more of an awareness of you in the space around you, just by becoming aware of the space in the room that you're in right now. But I want to welcome everybody here, people that are new, people that are familiar with the program and are in this process. Hi, Angie. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Luis. Wonderful. Good morning, Desiree. Good morning. Wonderful. Glad to have you here today, Betsy. Yes, they've been coming in more. Again, unless you have a framework for understanding, you don't always understand them when they're there, but you can always feel the presence of a different being. All you need to do is just become aware of their energy, how they present to you. And eventually, as you get more and more aware of them, they become evident, and then they reveal themselves as you get more familiar with the energy. It's kind of like your children learning how to hold a glass. They have to become familiar. They have to teach the hand to become familiar with the glass and how to hold it. And there's a process of familiarity, so that it suddenly becomes, they know what to do. One day they know what to do, how to hold the glass, how not to spill things. And it's the same thing when you're connecting with your guides and angels. It's a similar process, except you're using non-physical senses to tap into the awareness of their presence around you. And as you learn to do that, and you get familiar with that sudden increase in heat to your back right side, or that cool sensation because Isis is coming in on the front left, and as you become aware of their energies and you get familiar with them, then you'll start to know them by name as you get more familiar, just like the little child learning the cup. As you get familiar with their energy and they get familiar with yours, a connection is formed and built in consciousness that you come to know as what your experience is of them. So any questions about the meditation? Let's see. Question: what is Nikola Tesla's definition of love? Does love have a sound, a geometric pattern, and can it be represented by an equation? He's saying yes to all three of those, but this is not something that is relevant to what you are here to learn today. He's saying my primary focus was to articulate technologies that would move people's consciousness beyond the confines of their perception of self as strictly being the body. my work was really taking the consciousness of humanity beyond that which it knew into the unknown, because it is only in the unknown that you can learn anything new. Humanity has been stuck and was stuck then and is stuck now in what it knows. And it is what it doesn't know that will liberate it from it knows. Fascinating. Thank you. That's a great question. And it's true. None of us can learn anything new from what we already know. It's impossible. You cannot learn something new from what you already know. You have to explore something new to learn something new. You have to step outside of what you know to know what you don't know. And it's really very simple. Yes, it is. Drusilla, thank you for that, Drusilla. I appreciate that $20 donation. Super chat. Drusilla's asking, what is the vibration I keep feeling on the right side of my head? Thanks, sweetie. They're saying put your awareness as if you can take that vibration and bring it into you. Ask it to come into you a little closer. They want you to ask it to come into you a little closer and allow the symbol or name to reveal itself. They're saying you'll get a symbol as soon as you allow that energy in to come closer to you. You get a symbol that will represent something that you can connect it to the name of this individual, right? And they say there are others connected to that individual. It's not just one. There are others connected to it as well, Drusilla. Very interesting. So the meditation, we're going to start that in just a minute or two here. After the meditation, we're going to invite everybody to offer their experience from the meditation and share your experience there, and we'll also do additional Q&A about your experience so that you can integrate it into your mental framework. Because one of the goals we have is to make certain that your comprehension of your experience matches the awareness that is you in such a fashion that you can integrate it into your body without the mind trying to resist it. And so we will offer you, based on our understanding and experience, information that will let you incorporate this experience into your system, thereby altering your DNA, which allows you to incorporate these higher frequencies into your consciousness. Learning how to extend the awareness of your love, which is what you are. Learning how to extend the awareness of your love to the world is what we're being called to do. You know, when I saw all that stuff going down the other day, and like everybody else, my first reaction was to be upset and angry, and I realized that's not who I am. That's the way my past self was conditioned. Then I immediately went to the place of recognizing the relationship that those beings had to each other, of one being angry, and the way they articulate their pain is by lashing out. Their pain and fear is articulated by lashing out. The other one's way of articulating their pain and fear is by being knocked over and hurt physically. So each individual has their own way of connecting to others, but there is no chance, there's no happenstance by the events and circumstances in our life. They are all there because they give us the opportunity to either invite love into our life or to increase fear in our life. And every experience you have is the opportunity to either establish greater love or establish greater fear. And what a great time in our species opportunity we have right now, in our species history right now. What a great time this is to see all the anger and the fear out there, and realizing what we're really seeing is how much we as a species need and must cultivate love as a fundamental aspect of our character, a fundamental aspect of our emotional nature, a fundamental aspect of how we speak and communicate with each other, and how we listen or don't listen. When love opens its ears, when love takes action, it's very different than what we're seeing in the world. But in order to get to that, we have to see, where is love needed? And we can see, obviously, there's lots of beings, whether they are police or citizens, that have a lot of need for love. And again, they're saying to me right now that this is something that will be addressed later, but this is the beginning step today. It is the beginning step. Let me see here. Got something going on in the background here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, if I don't get to a question, you can always do super chat, and the question gets prioritized up to my screen so I can see who's asking a question. Question from Mary. How can I be aware of my dream? How can I be aware of my dream? Make a decision before you go to sleep, because the fact that you're asking the question, how can I be aware of my dreams, you've already established a thought and a belief in you as a feeling level that you can't remember your dreams. So if you could remember your dreams, how would that be feeling? How would you be feeling the next day if you could remember your dream? So we would say to you before you go to sleep each night that you could simply lie back and ask yourself how I will feel remembering my dream in the morning. And you go to sleep with that feeling of how you would feel remembering the dream. And we can assure you, you will remember your dreams. It will be very easy. Make certain, too, that you want to remember dreams that are going to strengthen you and empower you. And whatever will come up will just reveal to you that which is within you, waiting for you to call forth love again. And a part of you may need love. Bethany's asking, who is the unknown being that is present? It's a male, very ancient male energy. It's funny, the vibration I'm getting is at the vibration of what some will call the first male, what some call Adam, which is the first manifestation of the male principle in matter. The first male principle. Okay, what are you here for? To restore the initial genesis, that the male principle is initially constructed as a manifestation of love's extension to facilitate the continued development of love on this planet in relation to the feminine principle of energy. What do you mean by feminine principle? The very substance that you use to create your experiences in this world, that you as the soul are the male principle that I am. You as a soul are the male principle that I am. And it is only from the state of your being that which you are, without the adulterated processes of your acquired experience interfering with who you are. You can then interact from this place of awakeness, of awareness that you will experience today. From that perspective, you can interact with the energies in these physical realms and create very different experiences, both as individuals, but also as a collective consciousness. Yes. Wow. The male principle of energy. I love that. Thank you so much for asking that question. Your questions are really useful when you ask them of people, especially when you ask a medium a question, because as a medium, I don't always know what I'm going to pick up. That's why whenever somebody books a reading from me, we always tell them in advance, make sure you have at least 10 questions ready in advance. That way you're prepared, and then what you're going to get is exactly what you're calling forth, right? And so there's no need to prepare. You just allow. When you start to open up to the other realms, you start to allow the vibrations, the energies to work through you consciously and deliberately. There's different realms. They want me to tell you too that there are different levels of mediumship. There's mediumship where you are an observer, as I am. I observe a lot of what flows through me. Like I'm sitting in a chair watching a conversation happen. But I can also participate in the process too. I can ask them questions that come to my mind while they're speaking and addressing the concerns or questions of others. There's also the level of a mediumship where one goes into what's called a trance channeling state, where you literally step outside of the confines, close the door, go wherever you go in consciousness, and you allow them to work through you. But there's also a process there's also a process of what you call a psychic medium, where are those individuals that are able to move their awareness as a disidentified, as not being a localized awareness. They can extend parts of their awareness out to other beings and connect with them, whether they're in form or not. So that level of a medium can actually pick up on your energy field. They can pick up on P's and Q's from your body language, from your eyes, and get impressions as to the information that you're trying to communicate to them, or that you're subconsciously trying to communicate them and get them to articulate for you. So there's different levels of mediumship, and you can learn and develop one of those levels, or you can learn to develop all of those levels. The more open you become, the less restricted you are in terms of what is needed. Because for me, as a medium, it's about what I need to be completely open, so that whatever you need is going to come through without me interfering, without me filtering it. Although there is a process of that again, incrementally shifts and changes as you gain more experience. Again, you can learn more about mediumship by getting involved in our courses and classes, which are starting September the 5th. So let's look at the meditation day. I hope everybody's ready for this. We have 38 of us here. That's great. Thank you, Desiree, for that. Thank you, Kate. What might my two more super chats here? Thank you very much. What might my skill or ability in regards? I'm not sure you have to, what might my skill or what is my skill? I think that what is my skill or ability in regards to course? Can you rephrase that question, Kate, and I'll address it differently, because again, it's not clear for me, and if it's not clear for me, I can't. Okay, hang on. They're saying whatever. Okay. I'm being told to tell you whatever skill or ability you wish to enfold into your expression, you may choose to do so, unless you choose to decide that there are specific limits that you might have on your capability to express certain things. Then you will not be able to express those things, but you have the freedom to choose the course and expression of your abilities in whatever fashion you may so choose. But this must be consciously chosen. It will not happen spontaneously, and it will not happen automatically. There is a level of effort involved for you, as there is for all of you. Desiree is also asking, what do our guides think of ADHD? Could you explain that? They laugh every time they hear this question, because we've gotten this question before about ADHD and bipolar and manic depression. They actually all fall under similar categories, although the symptomology may be different because each body and each mind is structured differently. So the appearance of the manifestation of the polarized energies are slightly different. So ADHD and conditions like that, remember, we can give our children emotional patterns that we have. We can hand them off to our children through our DNA. But what they fundamentally are saying about that for you right now is to understand you must become aware, conscious and aware of when certain emotional conditions begin to operate in your awareness. You must become aware when you feel anxious. You must become aware when you are feeling fearful. You must become aware of when you feel sad, becoming aware of the emotional elements. It is only from that perspective that you can begin to take corrective measures to begin to alter the chemical conditions in the body that produce these medical conditions that are labeled thusly. We would simply say that you have a mind that goes back and forth without regulation. It is like an untrained animal running around wherever it goes, and whatever activates it or stimulates it, it just reacts to it without any sense of awareness on your part being able to regulate it. And this is a process of training. There are many teachers and many schools out there seeking to understand this and how you articulate and overcome these conditions. And we would say simply, there is a process that the body must be brought through, a process the individual must be brought through in order to articulate a different change. Wow. And it is true. I've worked with people that were labeled bipolar, and it's really fascinating because after a period of time when they learn to quiet their body and manage their mind and alter the energy of emotion, the blood markers of bipolar actually vanish because it's a chemical marker. That's how they can measure it. They can pinpoint the chemical markers that are results of the emotional conditions that are produced by that mental process that causes that energy to be manifested as that emotion, which creates that chemical. And the minute you alter the emotion, you alter blood chemistry instantly. You move into a state of joy and excitement, and you can measure your blood chemistry. And we can do that in a few seconds. Like you could get somebody really excited, take a blood sample, and they get them to go into a very bad memory and go into a sad state. Take the blood chemical. You'll see completely two blood chemical states in the body. And science knows this. Medicine knows this, but they're not training people about this yet. They haven't introduced this to mainstream education. We should be teaching our children that when you focus on things that make you angry or sad, you affect your body. You actually hurt your body. You prepare it to be attacked or hurt. But they're not teaching children that. They're teaching children to behave, sit, stand, be quiet. That's how they're teaching children. No. When you do this, you're hurting your body. When you're getting angry at them, you're trying to take that, you're hurting yourself. You're harming your body. And eventually they start to learn. And wouldn't it be a wonderful world if children understood that they can control their emotional field, that they control, and by controlling their emotions, they control their bodies. It's so simple. I love it. Kate, what are my skills and abilities in regards to the mediumship channeling course? I think they did address that. Oh, you're welcome, Desiree. Hi, Lisa. Yes. Okay, so let's get ready for this meditation. If you've got water, I'm using a green drink today, but you want to drink a little bit of water before we start the meditation. I put a little bit of extra green in that today, so I get that energy up. Thank you. When you start to bring more energy through the body, it starts to reorganize it. The body has to adjust. When you start working with guides and angels, and you start bringing more of your awareness to the body's going to have to make adjustments in terms of how the whole physiology works to sustain and maintain the increased expression of energy through it. And you can do it very quickly, or you can do it slowly and gradually. Me, I have a tendency of wanting to jump right in with both feet all the time. So now that we're all ready, get your body into a position it's going to be comfortable in for at least 10 to 15 minutes. And when you get your body in that position, just relax it and gently close your eyes. And then take a long, slow, deep breath in through your nose. Hold your breath for a moment and allow the tension to build in your lungs. And then exhale and feel the tension leave the body. And allow your body to relax. Allow the muscles to let go and relax. And then take in another slow, deep breath. Fill your lungs completely. Hold your breath and allow the tension to build. And then exhale and feel the body let go. Feel all the muscles let go as you exhale. You don't have to make the body relax when you exhale, just allow it. Now take another slow, deep breath in. Fill your lungs completely. And hold your breath. Feel the tension. And now release your breath and just feel the energy of the body now. Feel how it feels. Give all the muscles in your body permission to relax more. Give your facial muscles permission to relax. Make certain you give permission to your shoulders and arms and back to relax. And anytime you exhale, just feel how the body relaxes deeper. Allow the muscles in your chest and stomach to relax. Allow the muscles in your pelvis and legs to relax and let go. And then take one more slow, deep breath. And as you exhale, move your awareness into the space in the middle of your head. become aware of the vibration of the space in the middle of your head. Don't think about it, just feel it. And become aware if there's any thoughts or memories or ruminations about what's happening or why, and just very gently let them go. Just allow them to go. If you want, you can draw a deep breath in and exhale all of the thoughts out of your head. And just feel the space that your head occupies. And now become aware of the space that fills the room around your body. Just sense and feel the space. Become aware of it. Even if you sense the objects and the walls and different things in the room, just allow yourself to be aware of them. Don't analyze them. Just feel the space in the room. Allow yourself to feel the sensation of being the space. Now take a slow, deep breath and expand your awareness out to surround the entire earth, just like you can encompass the earth in the space of your awareness. And feel the space of the space around the earth. Allow your awareness to expand in the space of the space. Be aware of being aware of expanding into space. Just allow your awareness to expand further. Feel the space between the planets, the solar systems. You are the space that fills the space between all things. As you continue to feel your awareness as space, become aware of how the vibration of your body has changed. Become aware of the vibration of your body and how it has changed from your being aware in space. Now, the awareness that you are listening to our words, the awareness that you are listening to our words, allow your awareness to feel the vibrational connection between your awareness and the vibration contained within the words. Consider the word love. Consider the word love as a vibration. You may think or speak the word in your awareness and feel how it affects your awareness when you think or speak it. Love, love. As you think or speak the word and feel its vibration, you are the creator experiencing your creation. Think or speak the word love and feel its vibration. You are the awareness creating the experience of the vibration, love. Communicate that vibration down into your physical body. The vibration of the word love. Allow that vibration to penetrate every molecule of your physical form. You may increase its effect by thinking or speaking the word love. Allow every molecule of your body to feel that vibration. The vibration of your creation, of the vibration, love. Now, as the awareness hearing our words, you are aware. At this time, you can observe your body. You can observe your memories from your past, but not be lost in them. You may extend the vibration of the word love into your past. Allow the vibration to go into your past by speaking or thinking the word love. Allow the vibration to go into your past. You do not have to go into your past. Allow the vibration to go into your past. Stay present with us here and now. Now allow the vibration of the word to go forward into your future from now by thinking or speaking the word love. Allow the vibration to go into your future. You can stay here and now and allow the vibration to go in the future. remember your awareness of the sensation of being aware right now, the sensation, the vibration of being awareness. Make a decision to bring your awareness as it is now back into your body, into the space in the middle of your head, and allow your body to feel what happens as your awareness comes back into that point. And communicate your love again to your physical body as a vibration. And know that anytime anything within you or around you seems to be unlike that love, you need only to speak or think the word love to any vibration that is not like it. Now breathe deeply and breathe your awareness fully so that you can feel all of the arms and legs, feel the space around your body. Feel the space in the room around your body and notice how it feels different now versus when we first began. Notice the sensations or vibrations in your hands or your chest or your arms, your legs. Feel the vibration, the sensation, the difference. It's important for you to know that you have effected a change in the consciousness of your body so that your body begins to learn that you are the source of its light, its love, its joy. Let your body feel your awareness fully and completely. Take a slow, deep breath. Bring yourself back to this present moment. And be aware of the difference in your awareness at this time and how you feel. Do you feel more present? Do you feel more expanded? Pay attention to the effects that you can sense with your senses. You might feel more energy around your head. You might feel more heat, more temperature, an increase in energy. You might feel more peaceful, but make note of what your experiential change is as a result of the process that we went through with you today. The awareness that is you, the awareness that you are, is the soul that you are. You are the awareness that can direct and alter time, space, and matter with the means and ways in which you apply your consciousness to any experience, intentionally or unintentionally. When you're ready, just gently open your eyes. And please make sure you drink some water right away. Because remember, when you move your awareness into an expanded state like that, you change, you excite the energy in your body differently. And the brain and the body begin to use energy very differently. So you're going to need to keep it properly hydrated so that the electrical conductivity between your soul and your body can be synchronized and harmonized. So there's not too much coming in without proper conveyance. So the water will help conduct the higher frequency of energy in the form of electrical energy through the body more effectively. So being hydrated, especially after meditation and before meditation, really important. Make sure you drink water. Now, I think we still have some time left here. Thank you, everybody, for participating. I have no idea how long that was, but it was about 20 minutes. So we got about 5 minutes more for questions. See if I've missed anybody here. In regards to the Mediumship 101, 102, 103 course, what would you say my skills and abilities are? What would I personally say? Kate, what I would personally say is you probably got more patience than most people. Patience is a very powerful gift of yours. because you had a lot of reasons to not be patient, and you've cultivated a very deep, grounded sense of being able to be in the present moment in spite of the challenges that you've had to deal with. And you've been consistent ever since I've known you, even though we're very familiar with the challenge that you've had to deal with. You've still always been able to stay in the present moment and to deal with it step by step. And as a result, you've slowly been making incremental changes in the expression of your being and your experience of life. And we've observed that very nicely with you. I'm just going to see if I missed any. Okay. Question from Bethany. Oh, yes. No, this was different than the other one before, Bethany. This is the energy of Adam, the male principle of all consciousness. Adam. Cool. Just scrolling down. Questions from Manoj. I love that I often get disturbed and angry at my wife or my elder daughter when they treat her badly for no fault of hers. Please ask Jesus to advise. He's saying in your quiet moments, even now, as you articulate the frustration you have with their behavior, you are partially responsible for helping to maintain it. If in the privacy of your own thoughts, you can extend your love and your compassion for the suffering that these individuals are actually expressing onto your child, for they do not know how to release it from their own consciousness, but you can create an environment of energy, of love, of joy, of acceptance, knowing that they are in pain, that if you meet their pain with your frustration, you will increase it. If you meet their pain with your love, you will heal them. And you understand, if you realize what I've said about healing, you heal with your energy, with the vibration, with the intention of love. That is who you are. Anything less than that is what you've been misled to believe is true. To communicate the love that is you to them, whether it is in your privacy of your mind or in your words, will have the same effect. Sit back now. We invite you to sit back and move into the love and compassion that you feel for your daughter. Extend that also to them who are expressing their pain and their hurt and their suffering in the only way that they know how to. They do not know how to be responsible for it as you do, but you have knowledge that they do not now. Extend your love to them in the privacy of your own mind. When you think of their anger, you think of the way they treat, you extend your love to them, for one cannot behave in such a fashion unless there is pain. Cool. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. You're welcome, Kate. No, I've always loved your patience and your stamina, Kate. You got incredible stamina. Nicole, question. I feel several beings with me during meditation. Any messages? The three beings that you're receiving, the three that are telling me that you need to connect with them individually as an energy and with yourself as a collective with them. That the expression of your healing modality will be articulated to you as you unite with them energetically. For you work as a team. You work as a team with these three others. And you need to feel they're saying you need to feel the connection between all of you as if you're one team. You know how they have in hospitals when they're doing surgery, they have a team of surgeons where they're all working around that individual. Well, these are like your spiritual surgical partners for the healing work that you are here to do. And they're saying you want to get in harmony with the vibration that the four of you are here to articulate as a healing practice. They're saying there are multiple ways in which this will unfold to your awareness as you allow yourself to articulate the integration of the vibration with us. That's really cool, Nicole. Let us know how that works. Get in harmony with their energy. Yeah. They're very excited that you have acknowledged them. They're very excited that you've acknowledged them. That's wonderful. Thanks, Nicole. Appreciate that. Because it happens to a lot of us. We're aware of these things, but we know what to do, don't know about them. When you guys ask questions and you get answers and we get answers, it helps all of us grow. It's amazing. Oh, you're welcome, Patricia. Blaine is asking, I trade Bitcoin. Am I able to view into the future what the price of Bitcoin will be tomorrow, or is there a tomorrow? Only the now. Great question. And whether it's Bitcoin or the quality of your life, the quality of your most dominant emotional energy, that is the emotional energy that you spend the most time being in, is what is organizing the affairs of your life, regardless of whether you deal with Bitcoin or babies. The quality of the emotional energy that you're able to articulate is determining the outcomes of the experiences that you call your life. You do not need to be attached to the how of things. You only need to be connected to the vibration of the quality that you wish your life to be represented as. And if you're connected to a vibration of love and you stay in that vibration, it will organize your affairs accordingly. Thank you. Another great question. Lauren, what can I do to release doubt? Give it love. Give it love. The meditation we just did is really powerful, because when you can get into that love and then embrace your doubt, like I went through the process during my meditation this morning, because I was surprised by my reaction to the interaction with the police and the old man. I don't like separation. Separation is not what we came here to experience. I came here to experience a wholesomeness, a sense of unity and community that we're trying to articulate as a species right now. So when I felt myself even slightly feeling more or less for other, and I realized they both equally demand my love and compassion. There is no separation between the two. There was a physical action that came from a place of fear and pain in those officers, as equally as there a place of fear and pain coming from the individual that was pushed by them. Each, the manifestation of their pain, the manifestation of their anger was uniquely different, very different results, but the essential nature of the pain that drives those events is the same. So they all are deserving of our love, all of them. And so in my meditation, they brought me to that place where I moved in that state, and I feel for all of those beings, because I understand now the pain that they're in. And anybody, whether they're a child on the street or somebody living on the street, everyone is deserving of love. And we want to establish love as our common bonding energy on this planet, but we're still willing to attack and condemn. We're not going, as long as you go out to punish somebody because they did this, you too are in pain. And we share that as a collective species. We share our pain. We share our love. And we have to learn how to choose one over the other. You can't serve two masters. You can't be in a state of anger and expect to be happy the next day. You can't. They laughed at me when I realized that this morning, that that had nothing to do with them, in terms of I had to deal with my pain, my anger that they stimulated for me, and then I had to restore love, not just to them but to myself. Because I remember the little child in me that felt like the man that was being pushed down, and then I remember the young teenager that used to be like the police officer. I used to be very aggressive as a teenager, but I was also a victim as a child. So I got to identify both of those aspects in them within myself and correct it in all three simultaneously. So what you change in yourself, what you extend to others from the change you make in yourself, affects and has an incremental effect on humanity as a collective whole. Anytime we move the thermometer in ourselves from fear to love, that dial from fear to love, we start to affect everybody that way. We organize energy by what we're feeling. So love the doubt, Lauren. Love that doubt. Hi, Lori. Let's see. I'm getting a little over here. Not that it bothers me. It doesn't bother them. They can go on for hours and hours and hours. These beings, when you start allowing them come through, they're coming through whether you're aware of it or not, but learn to become aware of it. Learn to sense and feel. And we teach that in our courses and classes. Yeah. I'm going to take 2 more questions, and that will be it. Bitterness. I get, yeah. Wow. Somebody has to let go of their bitterness. Again, and that it can be hard to let go of our pain when we're so attached to it. When we think that it's a vital part of who we are, that being angry is a part of who I am, we're stuck with it, right? Let go of your bitterness. And you can let go of your bitterness the same way that they told Lauren to release her doubt, to overcome her doubt. Sit with it, extend that love to the party that's upset. Give it love and feel it. When you extend love, when you extend love to that within yourself which is displeasing, it will heal. It will heal. Just stay with the process until the healing is complete. You continue to extend love, you will feel it change in body and in mind, but you must stay with that extension. You, as the awareness, as the soul that is aware of the doubt, that is aware of the fear, that is aware of the problem. It is from the perspective of energy, from the perspective of emotion, and your deliberate choosing of a particular vibration, that you, as the sole proprietor of your life, that you may affect lasting change in your realm. Cool. Thank you very much for that. Okay. I think, yeah, there are no walls in meditation. Personally, I experienced that wall, Lori. I experienced that wall a long time ago. And the way to get past the wall is to expand your awareness past it. When you feel that wall, allow your awareness to expand, to encompass more of it. Like expand out your awareness out beyond the wall. Because the wall is an actual representation in your mind for a belief and a limitation in your perceptual apparatus. So you want to extend your awareness. Allow yourself to be aware of that wall, but extend your awareness beyond it. Incorporate the wall in your awareness without judgment, and you'll find the wall will disappear like that. You'll start to find out what's on the other side of the wall, and it's going to be very exciting. And please let us know how it comes out too. You're welcome, Lauren. They're saying it'll happen very quickly for you because you know what they're saying. They're saying you know who that part of you is. You know who that part of you is, and it has never adventured beyond the safety of its discomfort, which you call doubt. And now you are saying to it, come, let's go into this new world. You must assure that part that it will be safe and it will enjoy the new world. Yes. It's lovely. Okay, let's get around to this part here. Where are we? That there, perfect. So yeah, if you want to support this work, again, we're going to be doing this. We do the shortcuts for the soul. If you want to support the work that we're doing, and also get involved in the global meditation, you'll see this. There'll be a video on a 1-minute video on my YouTube channel about the upcoming global love and peace meditation on the 20th of June at 8:20 p.m., which is 2020, right? The actual event will start at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 20th of June, and then the meditation will start at exactly 20 minutes after 8 p.m. You can support my work by becoming a member of my Patreon page, which is www.patreon.com/William Michael Forbes. And you can become a Patreon supporter and reap the benefits of being entered into a monthly draw for a free reading with me. We've done 2 of those so far. You also have the chance to ask your guides and angels, or my guides and angels, a question of the Ascended Masters that we work with. A question once a month, and that gets answered. And then we do our live event Saturday, which is a Q&A exclusively for Patreons on 7th day at 7 p.m. every month, Eastern Standard Time. So at 7 p.m. on the 7th of this month will be our second live Q&A for Patreons only. Also, you may be interested, if you want to become a medium, you can go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and sign up for our mediumship courses, which start September 5th of this year. And you will certainly not be disappointed. And if you're in the chat here, you can connect with some of the students that have gone through the courses and get their feedback on what their experience has been with. And we've watched wonderful things unfold. And when you open up to more awareness, you get to know more. You get to know more than what you think you know. Because most people are stuck with what they think they know as being what they're stuck knowing. The mediumship courses opens you up to Jesus and Buddha and the other beings that you want to call, whether they're planetary beings or multidimensional beings. They'll open you up to that. I want to thank all of you for coming out today. This is only the second Supernatural Saturday where we do the meditation with the Q&A, as opposed to just the divine messages themselves. And our goal here as a collective is to essentially bring about the manifestation of the vibrational frequency of love into human collective unconsciousness and the actions that would come forth from that. And to that end, we are working at all points of time and space. Anything else we need to say? Nope. Okay. Yes, you're very welcome. Yes, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it out, get people involved. It's deeply, deeply needed. So again, I want to say thank you to everybody. Much love. Bye for now.